Here are a couple of reasons why doing a year in industry for your university is probably not worth it. First of all, you're going to end up with less money, and secondly, you're not going to gain meaningful experience or extra employability over doing a normal degree. And lastly, it's really not doing your university experience any favors. Just a quick disclaimer, most of the courses I looked at were computer science related, so while what I say might apply to other degrees as well, it might not match up perfectly, so do your own research if you're not doing computer science. A year in industry is essentially a longer internship. Instead of doing a normal 3-month internship, you're doing a 16-month internship, and you're also paying the university a tuition fee for it. It varies between 1.3k and 1.9k depending on what you're doing. The only real service that the university provides for you on this placement year is having their career services help you find a placement. But those same career services should also help you find an internship, which doesn't cost you anything, unlike the tuition fees when you're doing a placement year. When you do a year in industry degree, you're also adding an extra year working as an intern essentially. But if you did the normal degree and did the year of working at the end, you could be working as a proper employee rather than just an intern. Which means that not only are you avoiding the 1.8k tuition fee which the university charges you, you're also probably going to get paid more because you have an actual degree rather than working as an intern. This leads on to the second point. If you had that job at the end of a normal degree, you could have just kept working after that. But if you did a year in industry, that means that you need to look for a job all over again. And not only that, most year in industries are actually 16 months long, which means you're doing the equivalent of one academic year and 2 3-month internships. If you did those 2 3-month internships, not only would you have experience at 2 companies and 2 jobs instead of 1, you also have a potential to have 2 return offers instead of 1, which means you will be able to leverage that to get a higher salary when you graduate. Finally, when you do come back from that year in industry, you will be a year behind all your friends and they might have already graduated. Ultimately, if you feel like you need a break from university, you could just take a year out and find a placement yourself rather than through the university. The career services will probably still help you, which means you're going to be able to get that experience, have more flexibility, and not end up paying that 1.8k tuition fee. Another alternative is doing a year abroad. For a year abroad, you will usually pay 1.3k in tuition fees, which is the same as the lower end of year in industry tuition fees. A lot of universities let you do a year abroad without adding an extra year onto a degree, and it lets you experience a different environment and to see what is actually better for you long term. In the next video, I'll explain why I think you should do a year abroad. That concludes this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below what you think about year in industry degrees. See you next time.